Usually in our Louisiana Soccer Association profiles, we work our way forward through a soccer journey, but in this case, we start in the future and work our way back. This spring, attacking midfielder ASHLYN DeSOTO will have her signing day and continue her soccer career at Belhaven University.
I kind of had the idea of going there, but I just kind of kept venturing out, looking all over it, and then I finally went on an official visit to Belhaven and realized how much of it's just like a second family over there. It's like a home. The coaches, the team, everyone there is just so welcoming, and it just felt like where I needed to be. And my best friend goes to Belhaven, so it's just like a second club team, just very homey.
My wife sees ASHLYN and she asked her, "ASHLYN, so what you going to Belhaven for?" Like asking what you're going to study there. So she says, "I'm going for soccer." So that kind of paints a picture, like she's like, she has a goal, in her mind, and she's going for soccer or whatever else comes with it. Go get a great player, and her work ethic. She's not afraid of work, and she knows that work is what's gotten her this far.
The commitment to Belhaven continues what has been a great couple of years for DeSOTO at both school and club. With her Hanville High School team, she reached goals she set for herself as district MVP in her junior year.
I took this class, and my goal, I put as a goal, like just for the fun of it, to get offensive MVP, just not really thinking anything of it, and then ended up getting offensive MVP, which I think was pretty crazy for myself because I just kind of did it for fun and then pushing myself to get to that point, and then ended up getting it.
On the club side, DeSOTO helped lead New Orleans DFC to great success, winning the Louisiana State Cup in 2024, a year after winning the Louisiana President's Cup and becoming just the third team from Louisiana to ever make it to the National President's Cup Championship, before falling in the semifinals.
So we started off, it's the very new club, we started in 2021. So we started off, just got a bunch of girls together that wanted to start in a newer club and have faith in Coach Egger and being successful. Second year, we were still in C2, won state, went to regionals, and we actually won regionals. And we were the third team in Louisiana to ever make it to President's Cup Nationals, and the first Louisiana team to break bracket in Nationals, and we ended up losing in the semifinals, which is unfortunate. But knowing that we had lost the last year, that was our goal, was to win the second year. So whenever we won, it was the most surreal feeling ever, just winning that game, and then being able to go to Nationals in Kansas and being the first team to break bracket. It was losing the semifinals, it's fine, it's whatever, but just making it that far was absolutely incredible.
She's one of the other team captains for that team, for a reason. Again, because she leads by example. She doesn't look back. It's business. Big time role. Like I said, in the midfield, I really don't know any other like ASHLYN.
She started playing soccer at age 4, following her brother and father into the game, playing in St. Charles before joining Coach Fuentes at Louisiana Fire and then following him to New Orleans DFC. Her game really took off when the world shut down, turning isolation into a chance to elevate her game.
Once we got into competitive and she started playing for the Fire, she had started playing with Edgar. He's such a great coach that she really started to blossom and kind of come into her own. So once that happened, we kind of worked together a lot, since I was a little bit of a soccer coach at the time, and I was trying to help her with some things and some skill work. So she was always looking to just put some extra touches on the ball. The best thing that's probably happened to her, believe it or not, was actually COVID. Because whenever that happened and all soccer and everything shut down, what we did was we worked every single day. We would have all these videos from YouTube, and we would get her to do all these drills, whether it be dribbling through cones and all these dribble drills and shots on goal and all kind of stuff, because it was just, we didn't really have anything else to do. So that was really the turning point for her career, because she hated it, but she loved it.
So DeSOTO took advantage of the time alone during the pandemic to work on her game. But it wasn't the most significant thing that happened during the pandemic at the DeSOTO household.
Could you be the one to call when I lose control?
Tell me your initial thought when he says, "I'm going to start doing TikTok."
Well, he said that we started this randomly. We had nothing else to do on a random Tuesday during COVID. So he started doing them with my mom, and one of them had just blew up. It had like 1,000 views, and I was like, oh my gosh, like the craziest thing ever. And then he did one with me. We did some soccer ones, and he just kept doing them every day. He'd make a new one, like just goofy little TikToks. And then they all just, one of them randomly blew up one day, and then he was just like, oh, I'm just gonna keep making them. And now he's more famous than me on TikTok.
So then when I started getting her to do some videos with me about Cajun last names and pronouncing names in New Orleans, those really took off too, and everybody loved it because we have a great chemistry together. So it's really fun to kind of share a lot of that with her.
A little bit more trickier.
Fusel.
Ah, you're getting too good at these. You ready?
They are fun. It's a fun little, like, you would never think someone's dad would come up to you and be like, hey, you want to make a TikTok? But he'll come to my room sometimes, that aggravates me, but it's fun at the end of the day.
Whether it's the fun of the TikTok videos or her greatness in the game of soccer, DeSOTO appreciates what her father has meant to her.
He always talks about how the things that I've accomplished, he didn't get to do when he was my age, so just being that person that can accomplish that, and just my biggest role model through it all.
DeSOTO has been part of online and on-field success, which looks to continue into a bright future for this Hahnville star for years to come. In Hahnville, Louisiana, I'm Paul Boran.